All right, video time. Yeah. Okay. For the first time in this whole little experiment, I forgot to do a video yesterday. However, I actually did the video. Like, I recorded the video. I forgot to upload it because I recorded it right before dinner, and I was like, all right, I'll upload this later. I did not upload it later. So I'm going to do that probably before I upload this one, and then I'll upload this one. So it's like the kind of order I film them in is the same. But for my purposes, I didn't really like mess up the whole little experiment that bad. So I will keep it going. But yeah, today I just wanted to do another little kind of keep on the creative advice train I've been doing. Just something I've been really resonating with lately. Um, is advice I've seen from two creatives that I look up to and I'm inspired by a lot. And I'm finding it to be very, it's not something I guess I necessarily needed either of them to tell me, or to just say, but it's still something that I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about lately as I move forward with creative endeavors, um, and that is to make stuff that you like. I've seen the sentiment that you don't know what anyone else is gonna dig, but you know like what you're into. Like, I know what I'm into. I know what my junk is, um, and so like use that to your advantage if you're making something, like, because the odds are you can't like make everyone like everything you do, but if you like everyone you do, there will at least be a small subset of people who like the same things you do, who will then in turn like your stuff. um so yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot as I go forward with a lot of creative projects, even kind of this channel, because something I've been wanting is just more, I guess, less produced content. I don't even like the word content. Less produced video on the internet. I feel like a lot of it's losing its like authenticity, and like any authenticity it has feels like very fake. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of stuff you see on like TikTok or whatever. Not to dump on other platforms, YouTube, same thing. I feel like a lot of what you see that is made to feel authentic doesn't really. Because even if it's like a low budget or whatever, I feel like people are still kind of doing an act, and I'm even doing an act right now. Like, it's not something I don't think you can really get away from it, fully, if you're making any kind of art at all. Um, but in general, this whole little channel is a response to that thing that I've noticed. And I kid, like, this is a pretty like dog crap content. Um, but I feel like there's a place for it on the modern internet. Um, I think there's a place for it in contrast to a bunch of the other stuff I'm working on, which is pretty produced, um, and it's definitely stuff that I'm putting a lot of effort into, and so I think it's nice to just have a little some whatever. And I've talked a bunch about that. That's not really the point of making this video, but even that, just to say that even this channel is something that I feel like I enjoy, and I watch stuff like this on occasion, um, and so yeah, I've been trying to make music lately, and in that I've been really, really trying to just like soak in the stuff I like and figure out how to spit that out into something cool. Um, yeah, now I don't know how successful I'm doing it. I'm sure it's actually pretty bad. There's a reason I've not posted really any music I've made, because I don't think I really finished any of the tracks I've worked on. I have some things I like, and I'm sure I will work them into something. Um, I forget what details of this project I've shared, but there's a project I'm working on that I hope will include music, um, and so if it does, and it should, that's the plan. Um, but if it does, uh, it'll be my music. And I'm making progress. I'm at the very least feeling comfortable with my DAW, my digital audio workstation. For those who don't know, just the program I use. I'm feeling more comfortable with that. I'm learning how to use stuff like sound fonts from old video games. Um, so that's been fun. Been messing around with like Zelda sound fonts and Undertale sound fonts. So that's neat. Who knows? Maybe I'll show off some of that. But even then, as you can tell, the fact that I'm using sound fonts, I'm very much trying to make stuff similar to the things I like. Um, and so yeah, I don't know. I think with my, I think it's funny because I feel like the stuff I appreciate the most creatively is when I watch something or I listen to something. I'm like, oh my gosh, I like feel like I almost could have made this. You know, like I feel like every choice that was made. In fact, that was one of the things that really made Undertale like work for me, like that video game. Is that it, like this is I know this can I think maybe sound a bit braggy. That's not what I mean. I would not make it like I would not make it good, okay? Like it wouldn't be good if I made it, but I did feel like when I played that, like a lot of the creative choices were things I would have wanted to do. I don't think I would have done a lot of them. I don't think I would have had the skill to pull a lot off, especially at the time when I played the game. Um, but it was just that kind of thing where it was like, oh yeah, I feel like I would have done that, and that that made impact. And so I feel like you know if you could, as a creator, if you could make choices that are so cool from the viewer's perspective, um, it'll that they feel like they could have done it. Like that does something. And I feel like the only way you can get there is then if you conversely just follow your own interests and just hope the viewers follow, or hope the viewers, the consumers, whatever, like get to your thing. Um, I say that as someone whose only real creative success has been a moderately successful Star Wars fanfic that I wrote when I was like 14. So like, take that with a grain of salt. Aside from that, this channel has been by far the most successful creative thing I've done, and it has like 2 subscribers. So, um, yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I will see you guys later.